So I'm going to show you how to cast on using the long tail cast on method. As you can see, I already have my slip knot here, and this side is my long tail, and the right side over here is connected to my ball of working yarn. The biggest problem that I had when I was starting knitting is I wouldn't make my tail long enough for the pattern that I'm using, and I'd cast on a bunch of stitches and then I'd run out of yarn on this side. So I recommend casting on about 10 stitches and then marking how many inches that was and pulling it out and measuring it. And then you can do a little math to figure out how many inches you need for whichever pattern you're doing, if that makes sense. So in order to cast on, I recommend using your right index finger to hold this slip knot that you already created here. And then place your working yarn between your index and middle finger like so. And then grab the tail end of the yarn with your ring finger and pinky finger in the same hand. So you've got your two over here in the working yarn and one here grabbing your tail. And then go ahead and take your thumb and go around that tail side so that it's around your yarn. And then basically from here, we're just going to be taking this needle and creating a figure 8. So we're going outside of this one, outside of this one, they're pulling the one that's on the thumb off the needle and snugging it up. We'll do that again. So index finger, wrap your thumb around, grabbing down here with your pinky finger, using that index to hold it snug, and then figure 8 and drop it off. And again, figure 8, drop it off. Figure 8, drop it off. The thing that I see most frequently is when you're starting to learn to knit, and for me crochet as well, people will make it way too tight over here, and then it makes it really hard when you go to knit your first round. So it's good to snug it up like I am, but you don't want to pull it so tight that you couldn't get your needles back in there the next round that you're going. So again, I'm putting my working yarn between my index and middle finger. I'm grabbing my tail side with my ring and pinky, flipping that thumb around and go outside, outside, snug it up. Outside, outside, drop it off the needle and snug it up. I'm just going to show you a couple more so you can follow along.